Class 12th Subject Physics, 5th chapter Oscillations. From this chapter, let us see numericals from exercise. Numericals from exercise. Let us see numerical number 21. It is given as a 20 centimeter wide thin circular disc of mass 200 gram is suspended to a rigid support from a thin metallic string. By holding the rim of the disc, the string is twisted through 60 degrees and then released. It now performs angular oscillations of period 1 second. Then calculate the maximum restoring torque generated in the string under undamped conditions, and for this take pi cube equal to 31. And therefore for this numerical number 21, the radius of the disc r is equal to 10 centimeter, that is equal to 0.1 meter. Then mass of the disc equal to 0.2 kilogram. Angle of twisting, that is theta m, is equal to 60 degree, that will be equal to pi by 3 radian. Then period t is equal to 1 second. Pi cube is equal to 31, and we have to find out the maximum torque during twisting of that string, that is torque maximum equal to question mark. Now the moment of inertia of the disc about transverse axis, that is mi of disc about transverse axis, means the axis of rotation will pass through its center and perpendicular to its plane, is given as I is equal to half mr square. Half mr square. Putting the values, we will get half into 0.2 into 0.1 square, that will be equal to 10 raised to minus 3 kilogram meter square. 10 raised to minus 3 kilogram meter square. This will be the mi of disc. Then the period of torsional oscillation. The period of torsional oscillation will be given as t is equal to 2 pi square root of I by c. T is equal to 2 pi square root of I by c, where I is the moment of inertia and c is the constant of twist, that is constant. So that will be c. That is called as twist constant, and therefore t is equal to 2 pi square root of I by c. Therefore we can write t square equal to 4 pi square I by c. By squaring this equation, we will get t square equal to 4 pi square I by c, and the twist constant c will be equal to 4 pi square I by t square. 4 pi square I by t square, and therefore the magnitude of the maximum restoring torque, the magnitude of the maximum restoring torque is given as torque maximum equal to c into theta m. C theta m, that will be the maximum torque, that will be equal to 4 pi square I by t square. 4 pi square I by t square into pi by 3. Therefore maximum torque will be equal to 4 by 3 into pi cube into I by t square. Pi cube I by t square. Putting the values, we will get 4 by 3, pi cube is 31 into 10 raised to minus 3 upon t square. 10 raised to minus 3 upon t square, and therefore maximum torque will be equal to here period t is equal to 1, and therefore we will get torque maximum equal to 41.33 into 10 raised to minus 3, 41.33 into 10 raised to minus 3, that comes out to be 0.04133 Newton meter, and this will be the required maximum torque. Now let us see numerical number 22. In that numerical 22, it is given that find the number of oscillations performed per minute by a magnet which is vibrating in the plane of uniform field of 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 5 Weber per meter square or Tesla. The magnet has moment of inertia. The moment of inertia is 3 into 10 raised to minus 6 kilogram meter square, and the magnetic moment is 3 ampere meter square. The magnetic moment of that magnet is 3 ampere meter square, and therefore in this numerical given data is magnetic field B equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 5 Weber per meter square or Tesla. Moment of inertia I is equal to 3 into 10 raised to minus 6 kilogram meter square. Then magnetic moment mu is equal to 3 ampere meter square, and we have to find out the number of oscillations per minute. Number of oscillations per minute. Now the period of oscillation is given as T is equal to 2 pi square root of I upon mu B. T is equal to 2 pi square root of I upon mu B. This will be the expression for period of oscillation of that magnet, and therefore frequency is the reciprocal of period, and therefore F will be equal to 1 by T, that will be equal to 1 upon 2 pi square root of mu B upon I, and therefore number of oscillations per minute, that is equal to 60 F, frequency into 60, because frequency is the one oscillation, and therefore for that one oscillation if you multiply by 60, then it will give rise to number of oscillations per minute, and therefore that will be equal to 60 into 1 upon 2 pi square root of mu B upon I. 60 into 1 upon 2 pi square root of mu B upon I, that will be equal to 60 upon 2 pi into square root of 3 into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 5 upon 3 into 10 raised to minus 6. That will be equal to 60 upon 2 pi into root of 16. That will be equal to 60 upon 2 pi into 4. That will be written as 120 upon 3.142, 120 upon 3.142, which comes out to be 38.19 oscillations per minute. Then we will go for numerical number 23, which is given as a wooden block of mass m is kept on a piston that can perform vertical vibrations of adjustable frequency and amplitude. During vibrations, we don't want the block to leave the contact with the piston. How much maximum frequency is possible if the amplitude of vibrations is restricted to 25 centimeter? In this case, how much is the energy per unit mass of the block? And in that formula, we will have to take the value of G equal to pi square is equal to 10 meter per second square. And therefore, both pi as well as G will be having same value, that is 10. So let us see the given data. In this case, A is equal to 25 centimeter equal to 0.25 meter. That is the amplitude of oscillation. Then G is equal to pi square equal to 10 meter per second square. So value of G will be 10, value of pi square will be equal to 10. In this case, acceleration A will be equal to acceleration due to gravity G. A is equal to G, and then we have to find out maximum frequency F max and energy per unit mass of the block. Energy per unit mass of the block. So the magnitude of maximum acceleration, that is A max, is equal to A omega square. So in case of SHM, we know that magnitude of maximum acceleration equal to A omega square, but omega equal to 2 pi f, and therefore we can write 4 pi square f square into A, that is 4 pi square f max square into A. That will be the magnitude of this acceleration, and therefore we can write 4 pi square f max square A must be equal to G, that is A is equal to G, and therefore 4 pi square f square into A must be equal to G. Therefore f max square is equal to G upon 4 pi square A, G upon 4 pi square A, and therefore f max will be equal to square root of G upon 4 pi square A, G upon 4 pi square A, which will be written further as square root of 10 upon 4 into 10 into 0.25, 10 upon 4 into 10 into 0.25, that comes out to be 1 hertz or 1 per second. So it is the maximum frequency 1 hertz. Now we have to find out the energy per unit mass. So in case of SHM, the total energy E is equal to half m omega square A square. E is equal to half m omega square A square. It will be written as, by putting omega equal to 2 pi f, as half m into 4 pi square f square into A square, half m 4 pi square f square into A square, and therefore E by m, that is energy per unit mass, will be equal to 2 pi square f square A square, 2 pi square f square A square, which will be equal to 2 into 10 into 1 into 0.25 square, 2 into 10 into 1 into 0.25 square, which comes out to be E by m equal to 20 into 0.0625, 20 into 0.0625, which comes out to be 1.25 joule per kilogram, 1.25 joule per kilogram. This will be the energy per unit mass of that block.